What if I told you that somewhere on this planet, an ordinary person, someone with no money, no power, no fame, just won the rarest golden ticket of all time? A ticket, not to Disneyland, but to space. Not in a dream, not in a simulation, but in a real multi-million-dollar rocket, funded not by NASA, not by billionaires, but by a YouTuber. Yes, Mr. Beast just changed history, and you're about to hear the full story, like never before. In a world drowning in content, where videos come and go like waves on a shore, one man stood up and said, "Let's send someone to space. For free." Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mr. Beast, had always done crazy things. He's given away private islands, buried himself alive, even recreated Squid Game. But this was different. This wasn't just content. This was history. He wasn't faking it. He wasn't green screening it. He was about to spend $5 million to send one person, not a celebrity, not a scientist, just a regular viewer, to space. Why? Because no one else had done it. Because dreams matter. And because he could. The moment he announced it, the internet exploded. Hundreds of thousands applied. Everyone had a reason. Some wanted the thrill. Some wanted the fame. But others, they just wanted to look back at Earth and feel alive. We met teachers, truck drivers, artists, orphans, survivors. And in each eye, there was hope. But only 100 would move forward. Tests began. Not just physical, but psychological. Space is not for the weak of heart. Some passed. Some cried. Some gave up. And then, the numbers dropped. 100 became 10. 10 strangers. 1 ticket. The final 10 faced simulations of gravity, G-force, oxygen deprivation, and blackout drills. They were spun, dropped, thrown, disoriented. Why? Because space doesn't care about your dreams. It only respects preparation. And in that chaos emerged Devon. He wasn't the strongest. He wasn't the fastest. But his will? Unbreakable. He had watched rockets launch as a child and whispered, "One day that'll be me." Now, thanks to a stranger from YouTube, that day had come. The days leading to the launch were filled with training, isolation, and silent fear. The rocket was real. The risks were real. Devon had signed waivers acknowledging potential death. But he smiled. Because how many men from small towns ever make it to the stars? On launch day, the world watched. Not just fans, not just Americans, but the world. And when the countdown hit 0, the Earth held its breath. The rocket ignited and Devon soared. Above the clouds, above the birds, above the blue, into the blackness of space. Inside, he floated, weightless, speechless, timeless. And through the window, he saw Earth, that little marble, all of us, on one tiny ball, spinning in infinite silence. He didn't speak, but tears said it all.
That's a rocket! That Gus is in the air, baby! It is ascending on 9 Merlin engines, propelling it into space. Look at that. It's glowing extremely bright because of the carbon being burnt off in the kerosene. It's almost as bright as the sun. So you'll notice it'll start to get dimmer as the atmosphere. That's the rumble I'm talking about.
That's the rumble!
That's what I live for, Mark.
Wow! That's incredible.
That's a 22-story tall building flying into space.
Just fighting gravity. Oh, feel that rumble!
The 9 engines will cut off here in a second. Right there, that was the main engine cut off. Now we're gonna see the second stage eject, and we're gonna start seeing my favorite thing in the world. It's the boost backburn. So there's second stage ignition. Now we're running on the single Merlin 1D vacuum engine, and the booster is turning around right now, and it's going to light its engines again for the boost back burn. There it is. You can start to see that extra exhaust going almost the wrong way. That's the booster coming home, guys. It's probably gonna be somewhere around those clouds, maybe higher. Oh, right up there.
Oh, wow!
Once entry burn ends, you'll be shocked at how fast it's coming down. So you can still see it smoke.
Wow!
There we go. Look at how fast it's coming down.
Wow!
There's the clouds.
That
It went through the clouds.
cruising. Wow!
It's huge. Falling back right to the landing site. You can see a good smoke trail. This is easy to track now. You're gonna think like, okay, when's it lighting? When's it lighting? Come on, baby. Turn on those engines.
Wow!
But it waits until the last second. There it is! Landing burn, baby! Now we're not gonna hear the sonic boom in the engine for almost another minute again. So it is about to land. You'll see on the screens, it's about to touch down. It's deploying its landing legs. Right there, landing legs deployed. And right about when it touches down is probably when we'll hear the sonic boom. So get ready. Here it comes.
Touchdown!
Yeah, baby, here comes the sonic booms.
Wait for it. Maybe science doesn't work. The rumble!
Stage 2 is about to turn off its engine, which will officially put Sat Gus in orbit.
Let's go!
Hopefully that helps you sleep just a little bit better tonight.
That'll help. I gotta be honest with you guys, that was kind of emotional for me. Growing up, you know, just looking out at the stars and just like thinking about who we are and the potential of us as humans. And then, you know, I got to work at NASA, and that was an amazing experience with the rover, but like doing your own hardware and also making it like a full circle moment with you guys. There's a lot of kids' pictures on this thing. And so kind of being that catalyst and the incredible things you guys are gonna do to help the world and humanity, this is a moment. This feels really good. Thank you guys so much for coming out here.
Dude, yeah. That's so awesome. Can you believe it? Like, actually all worked out.
It's more emotional than I thought it would be. It's like a lot of work from a lot of people. I don't know, there's something about just like progress and humanity represented in that, right? And just like the power of engineering to do good. I don't know, it was overwhelming. So cool. So cool. That was awesome. That was like cooler than I was expecting. Could you imagine if it was just fogged over?
Nominal warp insertion.
After receiving word Sat Gus was about 1 minute away from being pushed away from the second stage to orbit all alone, I ran over to watch it happen.
You're next. You're next.
Let's go, Sat Gus.
Oh, there's something.
Sat Gus. Separation confirmed.
It's Sat Gus.
Space, man. You're
Separation
free flying.
confirmed.
You are free flying.
You did your part. Now we gotta do ours.
Good luck, man.
Whew. Still kind of riding the adrenaline high from all that, but we've got one down now, one to go. SpaceX has done their job. Now it's up to us and our engineering to see if we're actually getting space selfies back from this thing. Now there is a silver lining to all this waiting, because now I've got the perfect chance to show you my backyard, which you might notice now isn't even on this planet. Because this year we're taking Camp Crunch Labs to